Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, just a great day, really. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Samantha, and I'm coming to you live on behalf of EPIC. And EPIC stands for Empowering People, Inspiring Community. And EPIC Tri County CT is a multifaceted platform created by Lisa and myself in the form of a beautiful print publication, digital publication, social media platforms, just this community of empowerment and inspiration and positive media. Usually we come live during the week for our Epic interviews Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and we have a person with us, whether it be a business owner, a person from a nonprofit organization, some person from the community, to bring information about the gifts that they want to share. But I thought it was really important. I was actually nudged by my guides and teachers all day today to just come on for a moment and recap a service that I was so blessed to experience today. That service was our Sunday service through Unity in the Foothills, and Reverend Carolyn Swift is our way shower for Unity in the Foothills, and our minister. And she really touched on some important things that has really begun to move me. And of course, when I am touched at a level like that, the first thing I do is I bring it to my beautiful peeps. So I'm so grateful for everybody that's watching now and that will join maybe watch a recording later. This morning, when we logged on to the Zoom for Unity in the Foothills, there was a pre-emails, emails telling us what it was going to be about, and it was really a releasing ceremony. And I'll go into that a little bit further, but what really has come out of it for me is this beautiful release of 2020 and incidents and circumstances that I experienced in 2020. And I really feel confident that I'm going to be able to walk more powerfully and authentically and vulnerably into 2021. And that is my hope for each one of you. So really, we're going to do a meditation as we begin to wind the talk down. I'm not going to take up a lot of your time at all, but I just think it's really, really important. So Reverend Carolyn started this morning telling us a little bit about a biblical story in regards to Jacob and his brother Esau. I'm not going to go into all of that, but basically the point was that Jacob was wrestling with an angel, right? He was wrestling with an angel. That angel was his consciousness. And how often do we every day wrestle with our thoughts and wrestle with our fears and the illusions of fear, right? We wrestle with our consciousness. And didn't we do so much more, I believe, in 2020 in light of all the traumatic experiences, racial divide, just so much happened in 2020. If you turn on the news, you turn on the social media feeds, whatever it is, people are like, oh my God, I want 2020 over. I never want to relive it again. I just want to erase it from my mind. It sucked. It wasn't the greatest year from many different aspects, looking at it from different aspects, but truly in the trauma, in the pain, in the hurt, in the letting go of, there's so many blessings that we are able to take with us into 2021. The meditation that I'm going to share with you is going to be similar to the one that Reverend Carolyn shared with us, but it really is going to take us month by month, allowing us to look at what it is that occurred within that particular month that we need to release and let go of and receive the blessing truly that is there for us to receive. And then we'll be able to claim our divine inheritance. I know for me personally, 2020 was one of letting go. I closed my reflexology office over in New Hartford. I had been with Sharon at Dragonfly for, oh my goodness, at least 5 years. I loved my little Zen den over there. I know Sharon loved her space. And because of everything that happened, it was necessary for me to just close the doors. And I remember when I made the decision, it was almost like a grieving had to occur, like a death. It was a death. It was a closing of part of my life. And the hardest day, and I'll probably tear up now, the hardest day was in August when we had to actually start closing, getting rid of the furniture, taking down the wall hangings, removing the beautiful lights that used to accent everything. That was one of the hardest days I can remember in 2020. And calling the antique dealer and calling the used furniture people and asking them to please come and take my beautiful furniture from the office. And to be able now to look back and see the blessings that have been created from that letting go, it's beautiful, it's freeing, and it's empowering. And that's my hope for each one of you, is that through the hurts and the traumas and the pains, that we're able to see the light that is there for us to see, and to be that light and that change that we've come here to be. We can't carry all the woulda, coulda, shouldas with us. It gets heavy dragging around all that crap. We have to let them go. We have to release them. And that's what this whole sermon was that Reverend Carolyn shared with us. This whole year's changed my goals personally, professionally. It's changed the family dynamic. It really has reinforced the importance of family and of the home, right? Do we not all appreciate our homes just a little bit more after going through 2020? Do we not appreciate our family and our friends? How about technology, right? We've all been able to stay in touch. Even though we long to be with each other, we still have that connection. What a blessing that is. People who were afraid to use the computers are now becoming avid users of them. What a blessing. It stops the isolation for many, many people. I never thought I'd say that. I never thought I'd be making videos. I'd be like, you're out of your mind. I am not doing this. But we have to shift. We have to change. And it's through the shifting and changing that we can grow, we can prosper, and we can progress. So I was hoping Lisa would be here tonight, but she cannot. She has a family responsibility. As always, we're sending her all the love and the light, and affirming that she's always part of these videos and everything that happens with Epic. So just take a moment and think about some of the traumas that you experienced throughout the past 12 months. Think about maybe some of the experiences. I know many people have lost their loved ones. That's traumatic. That's awful. My heart goes out to each and every person. Maybe there's a loss of job or a career or a business. Just bring those into the forefront of your consciousness, and really try to feel the emotions that you felt at the time that it was happening, right? See if you can almost reopen the wound a little bit, because it's in that reopening. It's in the reopening that the light is going to be able to shine through. All right. So I want you to just take a moment and do that. And if you're not in a place that you have a small piece of paper and a pencil, I recommend just go ahead, grab a small piece of paper and a pen, something that you can write on, because after the meditation, it could benefit you. And I recommend, and we all actually did this on dissolving paper. Get this. Usually we're all together, right? And we have a burning bowl, we call it, where we burn our the things that we want to release. But this year we couldn't do that. And it's hard to say, okay, everybody in your homes, light your piece of paper on fire. That's not cool. So Reverend Carolyn actually sent us some paper dissolving paper, right? And you just drop it in water and it kind of just disappeared. It was beautiful. I don't know if you have dissolving paper, but it's not necessary. Well, however you get rid of what you write on this little piece of paper or the paper that you have, just know that it's the perfect way to release and let go for you at this time. So I'm just going to give everybody a second to begin to think about some of the hurts and the traumas and what it is that you need to release and let go before you can receive that blessing, because it's important. We cannot hold on to all that emotion, stagnating energies. We can't hold on to it if we're to be open to receive all the beautiful blessings that there are. So my hope is that you have that paper, and we'll start the meditation. It's very quick and personal. So if you're comfortable, close your eyes. That is not necessary. You can do that only if you're comfortable with closing your eyes. If you're in a place where you can put your feet flat on the floor, go ahead and do that. Allow the beautiful grounding energy of Mother Earth to support you. And just take a few deep cleansing breaths that'll help you to center and bring your awareness into the now moment, this beautiful gift of the present. And as we begin the meditation, continue to breathe in a comfortable manner. And now, using that beautiful power of imagination, I want you to bring yourself back. We're going to transport ourselves back to January 2020. What do you see? What was it about January 2020 that you need to let go? Imagine the crisp air that there was. Maybe you were in a certain place, but there is something to be released. Bring it to the forefront of your mind. And then repeat with me. I will not release you until you bless me. I will not release until you bless me. I will not release until you bless me. And now we move forward to February 2020, the month of the Valentine, the shortest month of the year, the love month. Take yourself there. And within that month, what is it that you need to let go of, that you need to set free in order for yourself to receive? And when you have that image or that thought or that feeling, you can say with me, I will not release until I am blessed. I will not release until you bless me. And now we're in March 2020. St. Patty's Day, possibly for some. But March 2020, what does that feel like to you? And what is it that you need to let go of? What is it that you need to transform or have transformed into that blessing? And say, I will not let you go until you bless me. The traumas need to be let go. And you could say, I will not let go until you bless me. As we journey through 2020, we're now in April, and you could almost hear the birds singing in the spring, the ground beginning to thaw, maybe the flowers beginning to bloom or sprout. What is it in April that may have been painful, scary? What is it that makes you hold your breath for a moment? Because it is that wound, it is that hole that is going to allow your light to shine through. As we affirm together, I will not let you go until you bless me. I will not let it go until it blesses me. And forward into May, the beautiful month of mothers. Maybe your Mother's Day celebration was a lot different than previous years, or perhaps you've lost your mother. Again, wounds and traumas that need to be healed, that need to be revisited in order for the light to illuminate and transform them into blessings. As we say, anything that happened in May 2020, thank you. Thank you. I will not release you. I will not let you go until you bless me. And see those hurts and those traumas just maybe rising up like a beautiful balloon, pulling away as you're carried forward into June 2020. That time when the end of school should have been joyous and free for the children and teachers. Instead, it looked very different. What else in June 2020 created pain or a sense of scarcity, fear? Allow it to surface. And again, you can say, I will not let it go until it blesses me. I will not let it go until it blesses me. Knowing there is a blessing in each moment as we go forward to July 2020, where usually there's pool parties and 4th of July celebrations and fireworks. They were all different this year. Maybe some didn't even happen for many. That's okay, because we can let July 2020 go once we receive the blessing. Allow yourself to do that. You may have to hold on to it a moment longer, but then finally it will surface. Allow the blessings to surface. Allow the light to illuminate. As you say, I will not let it go until it blesses me. Into September. Oh, actually August. Can't forget about August. What is it? What is it in August 2020 that hurt you? That changed your life? That changed the way that your family celebrated? What in August 2020 needs to be released as a wound and reclaimed as a blessing? Breathe into it. And as you exhale, you can say, I will not release until I am blessed. I cannot heal the wound until the light shines through it. And as we travel forward into September 2020, when usually the children are excited to go back to school. The parents are excited that they're going back to school. Maybe instead there was anxiety about the masks, or we knew that this was going to be a longer journey than anticipated. 9 months into 2020, what is it in September? What is it that you can say, I can't release, I won't let go until the blessing appears? Into October, where it's starting to get chilly again. It's Halloween. What happened? What was the wounding energy? What created or allowed stress in during October 2020 for you? Bring it into your consciousness. You might even want to thank it, because it's through these wounds again that the light shines through. And when you have that image or feeling or smell, whatever it is, you can say, I won't release you until you bless me. You are in control. I will not release you. You have the power within you to change this wound into a blessing. As now we're in November 2020, and Thanksgiving is upon us, and the pre-holiday celebrations that generally happened all look very different. It's beginning to get colder now, so people are going back into their homes. What is it in November 2020 that you want to claim as your blessing? The only way you can do that is to release the pain. I will not let it go until it blesses me. In December 2020, the holidays, missing family, the traditional activities all changed, all different. What is it? What is it that needs to be released as a trauma and transformed into a blessing? You can let that energy know that I will not release until you bless me. I will not release you until you bless me. And as we begin to look forward to January 2021, things will still look different. They will be different, but you will be lighter. You will be blessed beyond measure. For as the great poet Rumi said, it is the wounds where the light shines through. And now, staying in this meditative state, slowly open your eyes. If they were closed, take a nice cleansing deep breath and just take a moment. Take 1 minute and write down on that little piece of paper what it is that you want to let go of. What is it that you want to release? So you can really pick up your divine inheritance. You can claim those blessings. Just take a moment and write that. For me, it's the fear of lack. I'm going to release it until it blesses me. Maybe it's the experience of standing up for myself. I'm going to release it, that fear, until it blesses me. And when you get a chance, take these little pieces of paper and bless them and dispose of them in a safe way. Some, if you want to burn them, get a burning safe, a burn bowl. If you have a wood stove, toss it in, shred it in the paper shredder, whatever it is, just release it and imagine it being transmuted and transformed into the blessings that it truly was. So I was nudged and nudged and nudged by my angels and guides. And we had mentioned Jacob's angel, right, being his consciousness. Well, my angels and guides, they were nudging me to bring you this message that really, no matter what it is or what it was that brought you to your knees, that no matter what, together we have the tools and the tactics and the techniques to help each other go into 2021 as the prosperous, loving, progressive beings that we are. We have so much to offer each and every one of us. And it is my sincere wish, and I know it's Lisa's sincere wish, that we as a community are able to do that together. That is truly my goal for 2021, is to really embody that togetherness and to be the empowerment for others while empowering myself. So I'm so grateful just for, number one, the courage and the vulnerability to make this video. I am so grateful and blessed to have Reverend Carolyn as a leader in my life. I am so blessed and I am so grateful for each and every one of you within the EPIC community. I'm blessed for my family. I want you to think about your blessings, okay? Because you are a blessing. Until I get that nudge again to come back on, or Tuesday at 11, I wish you all a very, very, very happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and one hell of a 2021, because together we can. Peace out, Epic Scouts. Love and light.